clip while we go to break, and you guys can listen to this short clip that I have of Jay-Z's interview with LA Times.
Cool.
So we'll be back in a few minutes.
You have to be like 5 years old or something.
Some people think that the election of Donald Trump has revived the debate of race in America.
Yeah.
Some people think
Why does it seem like
that,
no
in
one
fact,
wants to talk about dreams
there's always been
anymore?
racism in America,
Yeah.
that it hasn't
Is it the
changed, and that
post 9/11 worries?
the debate isn't any different,
The
just people are paying
post-recession
attention
blues?
to it.
Yeah,
Or
there was a
posts
great
on
Kanye
social
West line
media
in one of the
by
songs. He
anyone
said,
with an opinion
racism's still
that have
alive.
made
They
the
just
world
speaking
so
still in
cynical
it.
these days. Are
Take
they
a step
obsolete?
back.
Out of style?
I think when Donald
Are they uncool?
Sterling got kicked out of
Do
the
you
NBA, I
still
thought it was a
have dreams?
misstep.
For many
Because
North
when you
Americans,
kick someone
a
out,
dream
of course
is nothing but an
he's done wrong,
old-fashioned
right?
idea replaced by the harsh reality of
But
a
you
modern world.
also
Longer work
send
hours,
everyone else back in
higher
hiding.
debt, fewer
People
raises,
talk like that.
horrible
They
bosses,
talk like that.
less
Let's deal with
family
that.
time.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Who's
just like
got
leave him
time for
alone. I don't have that
dreams
solution.
when
There
everyone's
should have been
just
some sort of
trying to get
penalties. He
by?
could have lost some draft picks. But getting
We're
rid of him
here
just
to
made
officially
everyone else
announce
go
that
back in the hide.
WFG
And then
is
now we can't
bringing
have
dreams
the
back.
dialogue.
And
The
we're not
great
doing
thing
it
about
for just
Donald
the
Trump being
ultra-wealthy
president
like
is
others
now
are.
we're forced to
We're
have the
doing it
dialogue.
for everyone.
And now we're
Every
having the
age,
conversation on a
every
large
background,
scale.
every gender,
He's like
every
provided the
experience
platform
level.
for us to have the
Whoever you
conversation.
are,
And you think that's better?
we're here to
That
help
we should
you.
be having a conversation.
And
Absolutely.
help starts
That's
with a
why
financial
this is happening.
education.
Do you think the
When
debate over
people know
race in
how
America
money
is
really
happening
works,
in a
they can reduce debt
healthy
and
way?
enjoy the confidence that comes
Well,
from knowing their
An
families
ideal
are
way
protected
is to have
financially.
a president that
They can
says,
discover the excitement
I'm
that
open
comes
to
from a
dialogue
solid
and
strategy to
fixing
save
this.
for the future.
That's
and
ideal,
the hope
but
that
it's
one
still
day they might
happening
become
in a good way
financially
because
independent.
you can't have a solution until you start dealing with the problem. What you reveal, you heal. Right? If I have like a tumor and I ignore it, doesn't mean it goes away. I have to diagnose it first,
Right.
no matter how it happens. If I get hit with a football and like, oh, I feel something there, and then I go to the doctor, it still happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So however it happens, and we just get hit with a lot of football,
Right.
to use an analogy that
Right.
goes next to the NFL.
If you were owner, you would sign Colin Kaepernick, right?
Yeah, I dedicated the story of OJ to him at
That's right.
Meadows concert.
Have you met him?
No, we just had dialogue over the
Oh, that's
phone. We supposed to get together.
Do you have any doubt that if this not had happened, he would be signed by a team?
Yeah, of course.
How do we feel about a lot of people, when Donald Trump was elected president, the first thing that we did, or that we saw on social media and on media in general, we saw people upset and pissed off, and why, and are you serious, and that ain't my president. But Jay-Z was touched on a new subject, that there's a place that America could not have gone if we didn't have a president that not necessarily made the mistakes that he made, but was able to put us in a position to put words and conversations on the table that we would not have said or would not have spoken of otherwise. So we're going to start with you, Theo. What is your opinion about Jay-Z's take on being Donald Trump's presidency?
Well, I agree with some of the things that Jay-Z says, in that we do have an open dialogue. Number one, here's our president. We don't have a choice about it. We cannot run around and say he's not my president because he's the president of the United States. Like it or lump it, it's where we are and it's who we are as a people. But his administration has given us a great number of places to have dialogue. And as Jay-Z points out, at the very least, we're talking about some of those things.
That's amazing. So,
Yeah.
Alex?
It's very true what he said. He's like, if you don't diagnose these things,
Exactly.
like you talk about, Donald Trump, whether we like him or not, like you said, he is our president. There's really nothing we can do about it right now. You hear the black folks are like, I cannot believe this dude is in there. These problems were here. Wait, let me say it like this. This is what I always like to say. Regardless, and I guess I'm speaking on behalf of 95% of the black men in America right now, regardless to who's in the White House, whether he's black, white, yellow, or green, we are still going to have a certain struggle and a certain type of hustle that we have to do regardless. Okay. Donald Trump is not taking money out of my pocket
Exactly.
to feed my 2 kids and my wife. He also didn't put any extra money in my pocket.
Hello.
Obama loved that, like every other black person. I never thought on this planet that I would ever live to see that day. But whether he was black or white, I still had my everyday hustle, my everyday what I had to do. I mean, I liked that Obama just set an example of literally anything is possible. You know, you can only imagine what he had to deal with the hate and the no's. We're in Hollywood, so we, you know, the good old you get 1,000 no's before you get one yes.
Right.
Imagine what that man dealt with in his world in politics, right?
Right.
To get to where he was. I know we're talking about Trump, but I just got to just finish this part
Hey.
about Obama. That was just such a great example of black folks can do anything. Like when he became president, it's like I wanted to look at every dude I knew on the planet that I know, because I personally know a lot of dudes full of excuses.
Yeah,
I have
for
4
sure.
brothers. I have cousins that are full of excuses.
Okay.
Right? Dude, no more excuses, man.
Okay.
You have the Jay-Z's great for quotes too, because he said something a while back. You got 24 hours in a day just like I do. You have 365 days a year just like
me.
I do. It's all about how you apply yourself. So when people ask me about Trump, I'm kind of circling back to Trump. I don't know if this sounds crazy, but he doesn't consume my day.
Exactly.
His views and what he's doing doesn't change. He had nothing to do with my agenda for today, tomorrow, and the next day. And he's not for the future. It's like, yeah, that dude. It's almost like if you drove down the street down Sepulveda and you passed 59 different corporate businesses. Every one of those has a manager, the guy that runs the CEO. Their business has honestly nothing to do with me. That might sound crazy because I understand he still is running our country.
Right.
But it's so many things that we have no control of.
Right.
Or anything to do with. Yes, there's things that, yes, we can get out and vote.
But there's also things that we do have control over.
There is things that we
and
do
that's
have.
what we neglect to remember when we say Donald Trump, we're not going to be able to do. It's like there are things that you are still able to do.
But I'm not walking around angry and upset every day.
Exactly.
Because if you walk, it's almost like sometimes when you know about what white people did to us in the past. We all know what happened in the past. We know what they did to our ancestors. We've seen enough slave movies and this is and that. But if you were to be the type black person that after you walked out after seeing 12 Years a Slave or Django and you just want to go out and whoop every white person's ass, it's like, okay, you're angry for the wrong thing. We cannot change what they did at the 500. Yes, it happened. Get over it. Move on. You make a way for your family and your life. And it's kind of like how I feel about Donald Trump. I hear it. I see CNN every day. Also, I know all the, we can do all the comparisons. Well, what if Obama grabbed a woman by the, what if he had baby mamas?
But see,
what if
you know
he wouldn't have been a president?
The beautiful thing about Obama and what I really think is so amazing about him is that with all the blows that social media gave Obama, he this, he that, his wife is a man, all this different things that happened, Obama maintained such a level of poise and decorum.
Class.
Just
We didn't
there
have a
was never
choice.
a
He
scandal
represented all of
about
us.
him, and he represented black people in the way that I feel black people need to start representing themselves.
I mean, he held himself, like we said. Like I have a son now. All I could do is preach class. You're a man. Here's right from wrong, and you know what I mean. If you don't have those problems, if the Lord is in your life and you have a good family background and you're true to what you do, you know what I mean. Yeah, man. Come on. If Obama had out all these problems that Trump has and all that, dude, he would have never made it.
Yeah,
he would have never made it.
And echoing on what Alex said, Middle America has a fantastic time of talking about issues that really we cannot control outside of a vote.
Yeah.
Like he said, at the end of the day, and this is something we talk about in our business, you still have to feed your family. You still have to provide whatever your business or your job is. Just go out and be the best you can be. Like, I always want to represent the best version of myself that I can. So
Absolutely.
it's just about the grind and getting it done.
And yes, there's still laws and there's still things that go on in the White House and in Congress that it happens every day, but it I'm trying to say it in a clear. There's a saying that what he eats don't make me.
Right. Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? If you have
you.
problems in your life, God bless you, and I hope you work them out. But it has nothing to do because we all have our own problems.
Right.
He has to be his man. I have to be my man. I have to run and control my household the best way I can. Say I had a bunch of problems and I got on the mic. I tell you about all you can do is, man, I hope you work on that.
Right.
But it has nothing to do with you.
No,
really.
not
At
at
the end
all.
of the day, it really has nothing to do with you.
As soon as it's over, as soon as my laughs are done, I'm going home.
Yeah, and you got to go do what you got to do.
Right.
It's the same thing with that man being in the White House right now. I look at it, so when I see people that are super angry and super mad and they're ready to go out and riot, I'm like, really? Don't you have a job to go to tomorrow?
Right.
Don't your kid have to get up and go to school tomorrow morning?
So you're going to lose your job.
Right. Your daughter needs dinner tonight, right?
Right.
You got to change those diapers tonight, right? Would you rather spend your time being angry at that white man in that White House or handle what you can handle on what you can control?
Right. All right.
I'm not trying to sound angry and upset when I say that.
That sounds good to me. So we're going to go to break. We're going to show a nice little video clip. You guys definitely need to get close to your screens because this company changed my life as well. So get close to your screens. We'll be back in a few minutes and we're going to talk some more mess and then we're going to have some drinks. Yes?
Man, I'm looking forward to that.
We'll be back.
Why does it seem like no one wants to talk about dreams anymore? Is it the post 9/11 worries, the post-recession blues, or the posts on social media by anyone with an opinion that have made the world so cynical these days? Are they obsolete, out of style? Are they uncool? Do you still have dreams? For many North Americans, a dream is nothing but an old-fashioned idea replaced by the harsh reality of a modern world. Longer work hours, higher debt, fewer raises, horrible bosses, less family time. Who's got time for dreams when everyone's just trying to get by? We're here to officially announce that WFG is bringing dreams back. And we're not doing it for just the ultra-wealthy like others are. We're doing it for everyone. Every age, every background, every gender, every experience level. Whoever you are, we're here to help you. And help starts with a financial education. When people know how money really works, they can reduce debt and enjoy the confidence that comes from knowing their families are protected financially. They can discover the excitement that comes from a solid strategy to save for the future and the hope that one day they might become financially independent. But we don't stop there. We open the door to anyone to become a business owner and be part of our mission to help others. We don't want anyone to shrink the size of their dreams to fit the size of their opportunity. That's why there's no limit to how many people can reach our top promotion levels. And that's why we don't put any limits on how much you can earn with us. Success is not reserved for a few. It's offered to anyone willing to learn, work hard, and grow. We believe anyone with the right support can transition from where they are today as someone's employee to where they could be tomorrow as an entrepreneur who owns their future. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to help build theirs. When you know how to protect your family financially, when you take control of your money, when you're enabled to succeed, an amazing thing happens. Dreams are all you want to talk about. If you still have dreams, start here.
Yes. Y'all gonna make me sing up in here. If I could be a fly on the wall, then they... Oh my God, that's... I'm sorry. Let me
don't
stop.
tease me like that. Please don't tease me like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little mixtape. 12-hour session, December 19th. Y'all tune into that because that will be on Facebook Live. Millan's mixtape release situation is gonna be on December 19th in the studio. We're gonna be in there for 12 hours. So it's gonna be some laughs and some crying and some music and some
Speaking
stuff.
of laughs, I don't know, is this live? Are people watching this
We
now?
live.
Hey man, I got the hottest comedy show every single Tuesday night. North Hollywood. It's called the Ha Ha Cafe Comedy Club. And my hashtag is the funny don't stop. And my Instagram is at funnyman Alex Thomas. And that's also my Facebook at funnyman Alex
Why
Thomas.
does it
Speaking
seem
of
like-
North Hollywood, you guys, if you guys are looking, can y'all? I know y'all see this in this camera. Y'all see all this beautiful luxuriousness up here. I just turned it red. You know, I'm acting like I'm not insecure about this color, but I'm starting to like it a little
It
bit.
looks good on you.
Thank you, honey. I did. You know, a lot of women don't, color their eyebrows when they color their hair, so I decided to do both.
Oh, you just want to be different.
So if y'all want this, you see this? Do you see the body going? Do you see it moves? It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It's moving. So you guys get on the phone and call Miss Nisa at honesthairextensions.com. That's 818-358-4710.
Why does it seem
Please
like
get
no
down
one
there and
wants
get
to
you some of
talk
this
about
hair. I
dreams
promise you it will
anymore?
change your life, okay? Because ain't nothing.
Post
I used to have
9/11
issues
worries.
with my man having my hair on in the bed, and now it's like, put the hair on, babe. Let's add an element. So
Right,
get you
right,
some
right.
honest hair extensions and get luxurious like your girl. Oh, look at the photo. Do you see the photo though? Do you see that? Do you see the photo? Ooh wee. Hey girl. All right. So let's get back into it. As Miss Tammy Roman would say, get into it. So Alex is a new daddy.
Yes.
He is.
I know it's super expensive to be a daddy. You a daddy?
He's a daddy.
My son is 25. My daughter's 26. She just got married. You talk about expenses.
Okay, so yeah, you're a little bit ahead of me. My son is 6 days old.
Yeah, bro,
And
you
my
got a
daughter's
lot
2
coming.
years old.
Mhm.
But I have to ask you this though,
Yes,
just to
yes.
show you the difference between buying a stroller in 1990 something
Mm-hmm.
versus buying a stroller today. So my first kid, so I had no idea. My wife took us into this place called Babies R Us.
All right.
You
I
bought
had-
the $300 stroller.
Bro, watch this. Oh no, I'm about to really mess you
Okay.
up. So first of all, I had no idea there was this many different stroller brands. It looked like a used car lot when we
for
went
sure.
up there. Okay.
sure.
So I go into this particular Babies R Us, and the dude that works in there knows me from
Who doesn't
TV and
know you,
movies.
man? Who
He's like,
doesn't know
"Hey
you?
man, Alex Thomas, I love your movies." He's like, "Hey man, what are you in here for?" I say, "Man, we came to get a stroller." And my wife was like, "Oh baby, I like that one right there." She points to this one stroller, and he looks at me and he goes, great choice.
Salesman came
That's
out.
the 2016 Bugaboo. Heated seats, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. It's only $1,900.
Man, please.
$1,900
It would still be sitting there.
for a
It
stroller.
would still be sitting there.
And he's like, well, that's the Mercedes-Benz Ferrari of strollers.
Where the VWs?
No, I was like, no, take me to the 82 Cutlass area.
There you go.
Okay.
Where's the
There you go.
91 Corolla version?
Right.
With no heated seats with a blanket on it. How much is
okay.
that one?
But baby needs
It's
Wi-Fi
expensive.
anyway.
Child,
born yesterday.
let me
He ain't
tell
got
you
an
what-
email.
But you know what?
No.
Wi-Fi is important nowadays because
No,
kids
no.
want to have tablets and
Oh, and they
and
got
stuff,
that.
and
They got that.
My
yeah.
daughter told me she had my tablet. She said, "Mom, I can't download." I said, "Well, we're out. We don't, Well, can you turn on your phone's Wi-Fi because I
Is
need to
that
download some
crazy?
apps."
No.
What?
Wait,
Is that
I
crazy?
want to know which one did you
Yes.
buy?
We ended up getting the Bugaboo.
Oh,
The
Wait,
1900.
Lord
How many
have
times have
mercy.
you used it?
Oh, I can't lie. We really do use it every day.
Okay,
No, but
okay.
here's the cold part
You
about
better.
it. How about this?
$1,900,
That
$1 a
was
day.
no, exactly. But watch this. That was my first. That was my daughter. Remember the one that's
Oh,
2?
got you.
So the son is 6 days, right?
Umbrella pop-up?
No, we had to do the double.
Oh, no.
So we had to because
Oh,
remember
you got
she's
another
2,
one.
but she walks. But when
Yeah.
you're walking through a mall, she still has to roll.
Right.
So we had to do the double Bugaboo. How much you think that one was?
Double the price, homie.
2,600.
Oh, God.
And it's got run flat tires. Can you believe that?
Well, look here, man. My daughter gonna have a baby in about 2 years. Why don't you hook a brother up with the one you got?
I know,
right
no,
now?
for real.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Dude,
hand
it's
it
crazy.
down.
They get your money.
Oh, sure they do.
Don't let me get on
Bugaboo?
Disneyland. 180 a
Oh,
kid
dude,
now.
we used to have annual passes back in the day for a family of 4. There were 3 of us. Me and because I was single
Yeah.
dad, so my 2 kids
Yeah.
and me. It was $1,200 a year for the 3 of us. I think it's $1,200 a year for one person now.
They get your money.
Yeah.
So one question really quick. I'm
Yes.
gonna give you guys some of my sponsors' water. Give me. I got coconut. Anybody like coconut?
I don't like
Okay.
coconut.
And what about aloe? You like aloe? Aloe is. I mean,
I'll
it's
do the
good.
coconut.
Okay, so let's.
I'll
do
try the
coconut.
aloe.
And then I have lemonade. You want
Oh, lemonade. That I'll do.
Because now that you're offering,
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm gonna do the natural aloe.
Okay.
Here's a lemonade for
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys, this
Please
right
the
here.
sponsors. Please the sponsors.
This right here.
yes.
This right here, man. This right here, man, will change your life. Do you see the skin? Do you see the skin?
Yeah.
One a day will keep the acne away. You hear me?
Okay.
Get you some Aloe Glow. It's in most stores. You can get it at. I usually get it from Rouse. Well, I don't. I get it from Rouse when I need to, but when,
Okay.
I'm sponsored, so I get it.
Ah.
I'm blessed out here in
Alright.
these streets.
Alright.
So yeah, what's job number 9?
Job number 9.
Okay,
right.
ready, go.
You're
So
the Aloe Glow spokeswoman.
Yes.
yeah, I think I'm the only one too.
Yeah.
First, first black.
Can I taste this,
eh,
by the way?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I gave it to you
Okay,
for.
cool.
Let's
Check it out.
taste it and tell the people what you like, if you like it.
It's good. It's subtle.
Boy,
It's nice.
that's
Lemonade.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's subtle and good.
Now, let me tell you the story about how I got involved with this company.
Okay.
So I got hired to do some cocktailing for Knob Creek Bourbon. And there was an event that they do every year at the Paramount Studios lot. It's called the Taste LA. And they come out and they have a bunch of different restaurants come out and they have all these different things, going on out there. And they have live music and it's a beautiful thing. So this guy comes over to me and he's like, "Here, I want you guys to try my coconut." I said, "Oh, honey, I don't do coconut water. I hate it. I don't like it."
Yeah.
"Well, try this as an aloe base." I said, "No, I'm okay." So he said, "You know what? Well, it is hot out here and I'll leave you guys a few chilled bottles if you guys decide you want to taste it." I said, "Cool." So I'm like, "I don't like coconut water. It ain't going down." So after about 30, 45 minutes in the sun, I was like, "Can you pass me that Aloe Glow?" So I grabbed the coconut, which was the one he gave me, and I tasted it, and I was like, "Wait a minute, this is really good." And
Yeah.
generally, I don't like coconut flavored drinks
I
other
don't
than
like
a pina
coconut
colada,
either.
because you
Right.
can hand me a pina colada, but
Right.
Right.
I don't. I was like, "This is really good." So I went back over to the booth and I was like, "Do you guys sponsor any companies?" And he's like, "Well, we've been talking about it, and we're gonna see." I said, "Here's my card." I said, "Let's connect." And what a lot of people always ask me in business, people, the progress that I've made in my business in the past 2 months has been greater than I've ever done in my business, because I've learned through this man sitting across from me and just being in the industry that the key to my business is the follow-up. If you don't get back on that phone and make them people remember
Absolutely.
your face and make those
true.
people remember that they
Absolutely.
spoke to you, this is the reason why I sit here and I legitimately love this stuff. Like
Yeah.
I have cases of this in my house and I'm like, "Oh, we out. I need you to get another box and put some more in the refrigerator."
Yeah.
This stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
good
guys
stuff.
get down to your neighborhood, your local market. It's at Walmart, it's at Rouse, it's at every market that I've been to, and get you some Aloe Glow and try it, and then DM me and tell me how you feel about it, because I love it.
Yes.
All right.
Good stuff.
So let me see what else we got going on here. So we're gonna talk about at the dinner table. So I know it's Christmas is coming up, and I was talking to my boo about doing this no meat thing for 30 days. So we initiated
You
this.
see that look on my face?
I was gonna try not doing meat for 30 days. My uncle tried it and he lost all this weight and looks all good. And I'm like, "Oh, I want to look good too, like that." So I said, called Boo and I said, "Hey, babe, we're gonna try to do no meat for 30 days." And then I kind of backtracked a little bit. I said, "Well, we could just do fish, because I don't know if I can do no meat." And so then he said, "But Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up." I said,
know, I
January
know.
1st, we're gonna do 30 days. No meat.
Exactly.
So I'm
You know that
waiting on
turkey's
Christmas.
talking and,
Okay.
and
So
ham on it.
what's our favorite when you go to Christmas and Thanksgiving dinner? What at the table was your thing? Like, "Oh, pass me them yams," or what's Alex's?
Well,
No,
what's,
let
what's
him go
It
first.
Theo's?
it depends on who made it. You know how we are as a people.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
First
well.
question: Who made
The
potato
potato
Was it
salad?
Auntie Gladys or
Right,
Grandma Ruby?
In my
Okay.
house, in my family, if Pauline, my aunt, didn't make the mac and cheese, nobody's eating it.
There
Plain and
you
simple.
have it.
Right.
There you have
So
it.
it's going to be mac and cheese, turkey, greens, and some ham. The rest of that, I'm not a candied yams guy. So
Well, I got the privilege last year of making the yams for the family, and when I got ready to go back and get my pot, and take my little walk of shame, the pot was empty. I was like, "Oh,
You must have did
yes,
good,
I did
huh?
some things with them yams." Okay.
At my house, it's weird because we don't eat red meat or pork. So I haven't had red meat or pork in 20 years.
Oh,
of my
God
life.
bless you, baby.
All right, but and I know what you're talking about. I actually next year I'm thinking about trying. Let me see if I can go 30 days without meat. I love fish.
Okay.
I love turkey. Believe it or not, one of my favorite meats is duck. Do you like duck?
I'm
You
not a
know
duck
what? I've
person.
never had.
Oh my God, I am in love with duck. But greens, like she makes my mother-in-law makes some amazing greens with turkey meat in it. You
Right,
know
we
what I
use
mean?
turkey.
No beef or pork.
Right.
I love sweet potato pie.
My mom makes the best sweet potato pie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she
And my mother-in-law is from New Orleans, and she knows I don't care what's on the menu. One thing I got to have every Christmas: a big pot of gumbo.
Oh.
Okay.
turkey gumbo. You know, no beef or pork. She puts turkey and chicken and shrimp and everything else in there. I am in love with gumbo. I could eat gumbo every day if they made it every day, but it just seems like it always
like
comes on
gumbo.
Christmas.
So can
Good
we
stuff.
get 5 minutes of some live airtime at Alex Thomas' house? Let's do this. How about first? Because I'm gonna be respectful. Because I know how I am as a woman. I be wanting to choke him out sometimes. We gonna meet the wife first, so she knows
Oh,
I
of
ain't
course,
crazy.
of course.
Because that's important to me. Because a lot of women, they don't care to meet the wife. They just want to know, the husband. And so I always, anytime I have a female friend or a male friend whom I'm close to, when his wife is in the room, I need her to know, honey, let me go hug your wife.
Absolutely. And
I
see,
met
we're a
Ronnie
team.
DeVoe. I met
yeah.
Ronnie DeVoe when we did his party that couple of weeks ago. And his, he was to me and him talking,
Right.
and finally his wife came down, and I said, "Is that your wife?" I went over there and I chopped it up with her for about 5 or 10 minutes. I
That's how you
needed this
do it.
woman to know what's up
That's how you
because
do it.
that's just the kind of woman I am. I don't need you
That's
thinking.
respect, and that's great because my
That's
good
wife
stuff.
is my teammate. She's
There you go.
not only my best friend, she's also my manager. She's been my manager for 10 years. See, my wife, she went to college. I went to college for 20 minutes.
Honey,
So,
YouTube
yeah,
University.
yeah.
Shout out to Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, I went to USC, University of South Central.
Okay.
And so she has a degree. She's my manager. She handles all of my contracts. She handles all of my deals. I did 44 cities this year. So she
Nice.
negotiates everything. So we keep it in the
That's good
house.
stuff.
She's also the CFO of our company. You know what I mean? We have an accessory line. And
So I got
it's-
the wrong person's phone number. No.
hey, she's the glue, and she's also a super mom. But her mom is great too. So she learned from her mom.
So can I drop off two of mine so y'all can make it happen?
Hey, you know what? They might start a little daycare center. You don't
Honey,
know.
I got 4, y'all got 2. Let's make it
Hey,
happen.
It's a beautiful thing though, because I travel so much and I do so much. It's great that we have like a built-in babysitter / nanny
Nice.
with my mother-in-law. So it's
Oh,
that peace of
man.
mind when I'm gone. Because unfortunately, I know a lot of people out there that have to just get random babysitters, and I've heard all the crazy stories about what can happen with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, God bless her. I don't have
I'm
to deal
so
with that.
blessed to have 2 women in my life who are grandparents to
That's good.
my children, and I could not ask for better
Yeah.
spiritual,
Yeah.
physical, and mental guidance as far as having the grandmothers for my son and for my daughters.
Yeah.
It's just
They're
it's
in
a
good
beautiful
hands when
thing.
you out working.
That's
They
the truth.
are.
That's the
So
truth.
we're gonna take a quick little break. We're gonna play some music. We're gonna get into some Duran Bernard. We're gonna get that. What's that last one? That Insufficient. Let's run that one, and we're gonna get over here to this bar and make some cocktails.
Come
You
on,
ready?
let's turn up. The
All
funny don't stop.
right, Yes.
You can still bring me to tears every time we reminisce over a decade of memories. Nothing can surpass this. But I can't do this no more. It's not you, it's me, I'm sure. Not even cliche. I'm gentle, but I'm frank. No one lost. We win or we learn. I'll love you from afar. I gotta keep my distance. You're a constant reminder of what I was missing when I was insufficient. I cringe at your name, shudder at the sound of your voice. I wish I could feel otherwise, but my heart leaves me no choice. Stuck around for too long because I knew you needed me. But it only does more damage to keep hostage what desires to be free. Hey. And I can't do this no more. It's both you and me, I'm sure. Not even cliche. I'm gentle, but I'm frank. I don't lose. I win or I learn. I'll love you from afar. I gotta keep my distance. You're a constant reminder of what I was missing when I was insufficient. I love you from afar. You'll always be in my heart, but I gotta love you from afar. Being away, it's so hard. I love you from afar. You'll always be in my heart, but I gotta love you from afar. You being close hurts my heart. I'll love you from afar. I gotta keep my distance. I gotta keep my distance. 'Cause you're a constant reminder of what I was missing when I wasn't. I'll love you from afar. I gotta keep my distance.
We are back to Mixologist LA Live. And everybody's been waiting on the finale segment of Mixologist LA Live. This is what we do here. So Mixologist LA is a company that specializes in creating signature cocktails to adhere to your every sense and taste and just everything, just, tickle your palate a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do something called the Funny Don't Stop Margarita in honor of our guest Alex Thomas. So I'm gonna do like a little spin on a margarita. A lot of people like to do traditional margaritas, tequila, sweet and sour, and the lemons and everything. I'm going to add some ginger and some jalapeno.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that together for you guys, and if you like to taste, we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna hand you this mic, and I'm gonna get to work,
Okay.
and you can ask as many questions as you like.
Okay.
Okay,
So you're gonna spice it up a little
I'm
bit.
gonna give you a little spice.
That's crazy because I knew ginger was a natural type root, but I've never really seen it because I love ginger on my sushi.
Oh yes.
I just
Yeah.
actually
So
had
this
some
is the
sushi
root.
earlier
This
today.
is raw, like the root itself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with a few little, slabs. I cut a little thin slices, and you put that in your cocktail shaker tin.
So my okay.
And then I'm going to cut up a little bit of the jalapeno. Now, when you're cutting jalapeno and putting it into a cocktail, you want to make sure you don't put your hands in the inside of the jalapeno, because when you make this drink and then you decide it's real good and you go, "Ooh, girl," and your eyes start burning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you got to be really careful when you're making drinks with jalapenos, because jalapenos, you get this stuff on your fingers and you put it in your mouth or your eyes, it's gonna be an issue.
I got a question though. Were you like the chick in high school that at the parties or right after high school you were the one mixing and making all the drinks? Because you look like you know what you're doing.
You know what? I got started. I feel like for me, I'm a creative mind. So bartending started for me because I needed some extra money, and my mama was like, "You should go to bartending school." And I was like, "Mom, come on now, I'm a singer." So I decided to go head on to bartending school. And once I finished getting my certificate, I started working at local bars, and I managed a bar for a few years. And I was just like, "This is boring." Every vodka tonic and everything is just so boring. So with the mind that I have, I decided to take the cocktail industry and just transform it to something that visually and physically, like right now while I'm doing this, you can smell what I'm using at this bar, and that's one of our philosophies. So I'm gonna ice this up. I'm gonna put a little ice in here.
She's a pro, isn't she?
Professional.
My mouth is already watering, man. We're for real.
Can I get some more ice? All right, so then I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lime in here.
Okay.
Lime is really good.
Now,
in
why
most
is it
margaritas.
lime instead of lemon? I'm just curious because I see
Okay,
both of them sitting there.
Lime has has a sweeter texture.
Okay.
Than lemon is more tart.
Got it.
So when you like lemon sweet tarts and things like that, it has more of a ooh to it versus your lime. Lime is a little bit more, is a little softer. It still gives you that citrus and that little bit of sourness, but it's not as harsh as a lemon.
Got it.
So that's why we're gonna use a lime.
All right.
So we're gonna squeeze a little lime in here.
So this is like job number 13 for you.
You know what? Each of my kids is a job, so I want to say that's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, about 13. Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon in here, not too much because you don't want to. We're still gonna add a little bit of sweet and sour.
Okay.
Okay. So we have our ice, we have our ginger, we have all that stuff, and I'm gonna use Hornitos tequila because I love Hornitos.
Okay. You know what's so funny? There's like 1,000 different tequilas. Am I right?
Oh my gosh, there's 1,000 different everything.
And then I heard, like, of course, like the big one that everybody talks about in America because everybody talks about it is Patron.
Yes.
But actually in Mexico, that's like the last thing they drink.
Because tequila Patron is just a well-branded, commercialized. Yeah. So we're gonna break this up a little bit.
I'm a little nervous. She has a knife. You saw that, right?
Yeah, don't try it.
Yeah. My wife watched this TV show called Snapped. You ever seen that?
Yes.
About women that go crazy, and you was really good with that knife. You're like, yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is, I'm like, whoa.
So before I got saved, I was really good with a knife, and I did have to, scale it back a little bit. We're gonna put a little bit of aloe glow.
Okay.
And this cocktail, just to add a little bit of, just calm it down a little bit, so you don't don't shock your chakras a little bit. Put a little bit of that in there.
Okay.
Get your aloe glow, y'all.
Okay.
So shake this up. We're gonna shake this up. Oh yeah.
There you go.
You ready?
Oh, she's a pro. She's a pro.
Ready? All right. So bartenders out there, a lot of times this happens to bartenders because, they put this in a little bit too tight, and then you find them at the bar trying to get this apart, and it looks crazy. 2 taps, and it's open.
Such a pro.
Let's not make us look crazy, because I tell you one thing, ladies, these gentlemen are looking directly at your breasts. Okay, so all
they're thinking about is ice and drinks. Right?
Exactly. They like, man, I wish you would put that ice in her shirt while she's shaking. So I'm gonna drop these 2 in here, even this out so you guys can have an equal amount.
What
Got
you
some
guys?
straws. Well, I'll take
There you
yours, honey,
go.
because I know
Yes, you
Mr.
know.
Theodore doesn't drink.
Yes.
So I'm gonna add a little bit of mint. One thing people don't know about mint. Most bartenders, when they learn to bartend, they learn to muddle mint. I don't muddle mint because it doesn't open the oils; it just tears the leaf up.
Okay.
So in order to open up mint, and you guys are gonna know right away when I do this, you have to smack it. No, y'all know how to do that. You gotta smack it. Do you smell it?
I've never smacked any mint before. I've smacked a lot of things, but never smacked mint.
So don't act like
you
you
learn
didn't smack
something new
nothing.
every day.
Yeah. So you gotta smack
I really do smell it.
and it opens it up. And you drop that in your cocktail.
Girl, get your smack on.
Okay. Oh, you just stay out of my way. Don't do no stupid shit. And keep smacking the mint. I won't have to smack nobody. So we're gonna garnish this with a little bit of mint.
But my question to you is, okay, you smacked it in your hand. How does that taste now get in the drink, though?
Because it releases the oils from the mint leaf.
Okay.
And so you drop that in there. So we're gonna garnish this with a little bit with a mint leaf inside the drink. If you want to garnish, you want to put some extra, whatever one of these ingredients that you want to put in to garnish it to make it look pretty. I personally think lime wheels are really cute. Yeah. So that's what I like to use when I garnish my cocktails. So we're gonna call this the Funny Don't Stop Margarita. We're gonna let Alex Thomas taste this margarita, and he's gonna tell us what he thinks.
Do your thing.
And I'm gonna drink the other one.
I gotta say, this looks really cute. This is really. Are you gonna leave this man out?
I'm not a drinker.
doesn't
I don't
drink.
drink. I never have.
He doesn't drink.
My
So-
turn.
And cut.
So
Hey, well, we're gonna toast first.
We're gonna toast.
You toast. You want to toast, and then I'll do a toast.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll toast to the first show, Mixologist LA Live.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then we'll also toast to the music on the
There we have it. Come on. Hey,
Cheers to both.
man,
Oh, my God.
you don't even understand. Well, I like to make a toast to,
Okay.
yes, your first show.
Thank you.
That's a toast. All right. I got my
Keep on,
grandpa
keep on drinking.
Yeah, because when you got a whole lot, you need
Right.
to tell I drink. We're gonna toast to my brand new addition, my 6 day old son, legend
Nice.
Alexander Thomas.
Nice.
Man, I am feeling this. After the 33rd toast, man, we're gonna be lit. But we also we got to toast to, this is almost Christmas. And we got to toast to everybody in this room. We're gonna have an amazing 2018, and this year is gonna be 10 times better than last year. Whoever is watching, I don't care what you do. If you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you're a student, if you're a CEO, whatever you do, if you're the weed man, you're gonna sell more weed this year than you did last year. Okay, let's toast to that.
No
Hallelujah.
comment. No comment.
Yes.
All right. So, in closing, make sure you always drink with a purpose, and do everything you do with passion and love. And Mixologist LA Live. We'll be back next week on Saturday at a new time. Same location, but we'll be here. And you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And we're going to finish drinking these drinks. Yes.
The funny don't stop.
Have a good one.
I never had no complaints concerning where I stay. In between you and me, I'm the type of freak that's neat. So I can breathe, even take you with me. Call me Mr. Clean, and I'll reveal to you what it means. But let me check upstairs before you go there. Let me check upstairs to make sure my room is square.
Season's greetings. This is Rick.
Nobody's rosy, but I sure
Thank you
can
for tuning
get
into
my
LA Talk Live and the Talk Live Broadcast Network, original reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk. Stay tuned.